Hello guys, so this will be the last video on the looping. So I'll be talking about two things. I'll be talking about the condition, sorry, the continue keyword, and then I'll be talking about the break, like this, yes, keyword. So now, what's the continue keyword? I mean, what does it do? What does it? Now let's see as an example. I have let's say, okay, let me just have my for loop int I equals to 0. Then I also have another string. I'm initializing string, let's say value. You can int anything you want. Let me call it hello, right? So now I want to loop over this value of hello. I want to print out all the values there. How do we do it? I will say for, now we do for now, for loop. I'll initialize int, right? I is equal to 0. I've started from 0. Then I'll say the condition. Now the condition is that I want the value, which is I, should be less than the value dot length, right? I want it to be less than the length of the value. No, whenever you are checking condition, it has to be numbers. So and I want to loop over this, more like what we did on that while loop, if you guys remember. So that's how you can also check you can also loop over something like a string here. Then when you do that, then you increment. You know, the last thing you increment, I can say I plus plus. So now let's say I want to loop over this thing and I want to print out hello on a straight line. How do you do it? I will say print out value. If you remember what we did in while loop, then I'll print it at a certain index, right? You know, when I do it like this, it will print it out for me on a single line. So at any point in time, if you don't understand any concept, please ask question. You can see we have HELLO here, right? What if I want to print H, then I want to skip this E? I want to skip it. I don't want to print E. Then I want to print H. I don't want this one. Then I want to move to LLO. How do I do it? And that's where the continue keyword comes in. Let me remove this thing from here. I don't want to print straightforward. So now I want to check a condition, which I want to use if statements now. So now I've done the for whatever. Then if you remember that if I have HELLO, individual alphabet have their own position. This is 0, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So since I want to skip E, it means that I want to skip the index of 1, which is E, right? Then you go if index, which is what I, like this, then say it's equal to right 1. And if it is 1, once the index, once what I want to access, well, what you want to print out is 1, please kindly continue. Continue means that please don't break out of my condition. Don't break out of the condition. But when you see this particular number, continue. It means that please keep it for me and continue from the next number. I hope you understand. So then once you now do it now, you will now print out the main value that you printed, but it won't be in this if statement. So you come out of this if, it should be at the back of the bracket. Then you can now paste it here. Can you see it now? So when I run this code now, you see what we get now. Can you see it now? H E is not there. I have N and O. What if I want to skip the O at the back, or let's say I want to skip this L, this second L? I'll count 1, 2, 3, 4. Error number 4. So I'll say if I is equal to 1, or how do you do, or if you remember, like this, bitwise, like this, right? Or I is equal to 4. Can you see now? Continue. That means when I is either of these two, please continue and then print the value for me at the back. You can see. Okay, we have, that means L is not 4. Let's count again. 0, 1, 2, 3. It is 3. So we chose the wrong index. It is 3. Then when we run the code, there it's supposed to give us our answer. So you can see, do we have a dead code somewhere around here? Yes, we are not supposed to initiate. Remember, whenever you are using for loop, you don't declare your variable outside like this, because I've declared it here. Do you remember? So that's why we got that. So you can see, so you can work around this. So what of we also have the continue. What if I change this break, I change it to continue like this? Sorry, I change the continue to break. What will happen? Let me run it and see what happens. H. So who can explain what you can just pause the video and explain what that does here. So if you're able to explain it, that's perfect. It shows you are following. But if you're not able to explain, this is the answer. Whenever you are using break means that please don't continue at that point where I'm passing that condition. Please breaks out of the loop. You know what I'm saying? Don't break out of the function, right? But break out of the loop. What do I mean by don't break out of the function? You can see this function. I can come here at the back of this function and then say print hello world, right? And I run this here. When I run this code now, when I run this code, then you can see hello world is being printed. Meaning that it is not really breaking out of the function. It is only breaking out of this for loop. I hope you understand. Then it is proceeding to the end. I hope you get now. So now break means that if I is equal to 1, so at that point where I equal to 1, I'm breaking. You get what I'm saying? Or I equal to 3. Once one of the condition, whenever we are talking about or, once one of the condition is true, automatically the condition is true. I hope you understand. But if this is and now, both have to be true for the condition to be what? True, right? If I run this code now, let's even see what we have. I equal to 1 and I equal to 3 means that the condition will be false, and if the condition is false, I will not break out of the condition. Do you see what I'm saying now? Because for and, both condition has to be true. So I hope you understand what this line of code does for us. So this is your assignment. Your exercise that you are doing now is create a function or create a software that will skip the, let me move this so to be clear. Create a software or a code that will skip the E and the second L without using the condition, the continue keyword. When I use the continue, I was comfortably able to skip the index 1 and the index 3, E and the second L, right? Now I don't want you to use the continue at all. Figure out a way to print HLO without using the continue. That is the assignment. So yeah, I'll be expecting the assignment, the answer to this assignment in the group. Alright, so thank you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next class.